Maycee, a tough first round there, but you made the changes you need to and came out and finished in the second. What do you just feel about your performance?
I couldn't ask for a better one. A lot of people would be like, I need to, I wish that never happened, which, I mean, part of me does, but at the same time, you're also, at least in my head, I'm like, I'm glad that happened, because it proves to a lot of people that I'm a tough fighter, and that's what people want to see, People don't just want to see everyone have all the success. They want to see the ups and downs, and that's part of it, That's what the sport is that we live in, or the sport is that I perform in, and as much as it sucks, it's definitely something that has to happen.
Sure, and I think that was a lot of the feedback to the fight too. Like, I'm sure you'd like to go out there and dominate every second, but little moments like that and being able to rally, it kind of says things about you, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Obviously, our goal is to keep our head moving and not get hit and not take blows, because that's head trauma, head damage, and brain damage that we don't want to take. But a little bit, I think, is healthy, and it teaches you a lot about yourself and where you need to evolve. So, yeah, I'm happy with it.
Did she ever actually have you in danger, or was it more like frustration?
Well, I'd say she had me in danger if I was dropped, but I wasn't frustrated, actually. I just knew that I've seen people get emotional in fights, and I try not to do that, because, if you're frustrated or emotional, then you're not clearly thinking. So I try to stay pretty calm and keep a clear head until that last bit of the fight, and then I can let out my emotions and scream. So I guess I'm notorious for that. Yeah,
and obviously you hurt her with your strikes and stuff. Do you feel like you carry that same power at 115, or do you feel like it's because you're at 125 that it does a little more?
I'm powerful at 115, but I'm a different fighter at 125, especially because I'm slowly becoming a healthier version of myself, and I definitely possess dropping power at 125.
You're 7-0 now, Maycee. The nickname is the Future. I've got a lot of people talking. Do you think there's any sort of merit to the comparisons to Ronda Rousey?
I was 7-0 before I walked in this arena.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Sure.
No, I'm kidding. No, I mean, in a way, I guess people could look at it like, oh, she's undefeated. She's got the thing like Ronda did, but I'm a completely different person than Ronda, and that's no disrespect to her. I mean, she's a phenomenal athlete, phenomenal fighter. She had an amazing career, but I feel like I want to take my career a little bit different. And if I ever do get a loss, which I'm going to continue to fight until so that I never get one. But if I ever do, I hope that I can come back a little bit differently than she did. But we'll see. I'm hoping to not take that loss.
Is that something you aspire to do, though, just in terms of bringing attention to the sport and a spotlight, in a similar way that she did, as you mentioned, in your own way?
Absolutely. I feel like I should definitely bring a lot of attention to the sport, especially as a young athlete. I feel like I do that a little more as a young female athlete than just a female athlete. I'm kind of like the face for all of us up and coming fighters who are well-rounded, who are tough. We work hard and we're coming to finish again. We're like the whole new breed of athletes that are coming.
So what was giving you issues in that first round? Was it something she was doing? Were you just getting a little slow start? Walk us through what happened there, and then also, if you would, how you adjusted in the second to get that finish.
Honestly, I think it's just finding my rhythm. I don't think I found rhythm yet, which, I'm 7-0, but I'm still very new to this career. So as many rounds as I've had in the gym and now in the cage, I haven't figured that out yet. I just haven't gotten my, this is my pace. This is my, like every fight is different. So I feel like I need that first round to kind of figure things out, and it may go the way I want, it may not, but I think I'm happy with that first round because I definitely saw the places that I needed to respect her and the areas that I needed to respect her, and also slowly saw the ones that I could capitalize on. We noticed that, or at least I noticed in my southpaw stance, I wasn't having as much success, and so in the second round, I preferred to be in the orthodox stance, and that's where I was having more of my success, and that's where I caught her, I figured that out in the first round.
And so coming in, was southpaw part of the game plan coming in, and then you just had to adjust with the fly? Or?
No, I mean, we trained both stances. And for the longest time, all through camp, I just felt really good in my southpaw stance, like really good. And for some reason, my orthodox stance, my other stance didn't feel quite as comfortable. I felt a little bit clunky and a little bit slow. And And I was like, it's not as smooth as the southpaw because my southpaw was smooth. But yeah, in the fight, it was just different. You know, it didn't feel as right, and I didn't feel like a counter. But maybe that's because she was a southpaw. You know, a lot of fighters aren't southpaw. So maybe that was it, you know, but we figured it out.
Yeah. Any idea when you want to fight again after this?
International Fight Week was the goal, but we'll see. I'll talk to the team. I'll talk to everyone in the UFC, and we'll figure it out.
You belong on big cards, right?
That's right.
So no injuries coming out of this. Everything.
I feel like I'm gonna start making the card big though. So doesn't matter what card we put me on. It's gonna be a big card.
Yeah.
So that timeline would still work.
Sorry, guys, windows itches.
You're all fine. You're all good. No injuries or anything coming out of this.
No, I have a few bumps and bruises. I mean, that's kind of, again, what happens with every fight. But I feel good. You know, last time I was hobbling out of here, and right now my knee feels pretty great. So I'm good.
Are you more interested in, you know, where people are going to ask you for, like, names and stuff like that? Are you more focused on, like, getting the names or, like, getting styles that may challenge you and help you further grow and, like, develop your skill set, if you know what I mean?
I think I'm more worried about developing myself. Not to my coaches and my team and my everyone behind me on that side. They're more of the ones that'll should be, you know, we need this style to be able to evolve you here. We need this style to be able to evolve you here. I feel like that would be a little bit more, that would make a little more sense, right? But my whole goal is to make me the best I can be. Their job is to tell me, you know, we need this and this and this to help make you better. So I think it's a combination of both.
You kind of touched on it earlier. We talked about it beforehand. Obviously, 125. You've got the fight under your belt now. How did everything feel with the weight, everything like that?
It felt great. Cuts are never fun, obviously, but this cut was way easy compared to last time. And the other change I made was I started working, and I've said this on several interviews, is that I started working with the Performance Institute for my nutrition and to help me reverse diet out of the poor diet that I was in, or the cuts that I was in for 115 pounds. So fixing my metabolism, or getting on the road to being 100% is what I needed. And then it made the cuts to 125 way easier. And obviously 10 pounds is quite a jump. So that also helps.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you again.